Super Skull King 666 here, and this video is going to be showing off my Xbox 360 collection so far. Sorry I have not made a video in quite some time. It's just I've been taking care of family health problems and my own personal health problems. So let's get started with the games I have for my 360. First off is Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection. A lot of fantastic games on it if you've never played it. Next is a fantastic game that I got from a family member, and that is Far Cry 3. I picked this up on release date, and it's well worth a try if you've never played Far Cry 3. And Grand Theft Auto 4. Still have not beaten it yet, so that's why I have not bought 5 yet. So I plan to give this a playthrough and try to beat it. Next is Infinite Undiscovery. It's a pretty good game. I got stuck at one point in the game for a little bit, and then quickly beat it. But it was well worth the price, and no, I did not pay that much. Next is Blue Dragon, and that is a great game if you've never played it. The art style is done, I think, by like Akira Toriyama, same person who's done the Dragon Ball Z series. So I like it. I'd never seen the show based on this game, but I plan to try to watch that if I ever get the chance. Next one, Final Fantasy 13. A lot of hardcore Final Fantasy fans do not like this game for multiple reasons. But I played it, I liked it. There was things I didn't really like, but it's not the worst Final Fantasy game I've ever played. Next is, sorry about that, L.A. Noire. Fantastic game put out by Rockstar if you've never played it. It's set in like 1940s Los Angeles. So you're basically a detective solving crimes and all that. It's a pretty good game. Next is a game I just picked up. Never played it before. I still haven't played it yet, and that is Borderlands. A lot of my friends have been playing Borderlands and Borderlands 2, so I decided to give it a try, and just to see how I like it. So I plan to play this as soon as I can. Next is Star Ocean: The Last Hope. Fantastic game put out by Square Enix. I played almost every single Star Ocean game that came out previous from this one. And it is pretty good. It's well worth your time if you're into this type of game. And next is a fantastic fighting game that I got on release date, and that is Injustice: Gods Among Us. And I've already downloaded a few of the characters, like Martian Manhunter and Lobo. But overall, it's a fantastic game. One of my favorite characters in this game is Deathstroke, and I plan to play a lot more of this game online. Alright, and here comes another fighting game I've played extensively. It's Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Fate of Two Worlds. And it's a great game. Not my favorite Marvel vs. Capcom game, but it was pretty good. And next is Deus Ex Human Revolution. And I am a hardcore fan of the Deus Ex series. And this was pretty dang good. And so, if you've never given the Deus Ex series a try, play this one or Deus Ex: The Conspiracy for PS2. Both of them are fantastic games. You know, I'm a baseball fan, so I had to pick up Major League Baseball 2K12. I'm not like hardcore where I have to buy every installment that comes out, so bought this, played a couple of my favorite teams, which are Boston Red Sox and the Pittsburgh Pirates. So, fantastic game. If you like baseball, that is. Next is a game, Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. I'm guessing this is like some kind of extra bonus pack case. But I beat the crap out of this game just like I did the first one back on the original Xbox. Alright, the next game is Record of Agarest War Zero. It's a pretty decent RPG game. I got this through a trade with a YouTuber named Scott. His channel is JHMDS. And yeah, it's a pretty good game. Next is Fable 2 for the 360, of course. Fable 2, it was pretty good. I still love 1 the best. Next is Fable 3, and that is a fantastic game. Some of the story is a little but I had fun playing it with a couple of friends online. And here's a couple of games that I'm a sucker for all the time, even though it's the same game all the time. Dynasty Warriors. It's Dynasty Warriors 6 in this one. 6 was not my favorite out of all of them. A lot of things were different. Just could not like it. But this one I did like, and that is Dynasty Warriors 7. Played the heck out of this, beat every little thing I could on it. Yeah, so fantastic game if you've never played a Dynasty Warriors game. Next is Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition. I'm so happy. I bought this long time ago, but I could not use the DLC because I did not have a hard drive in my 360. But I just recently picked up a 320 gig hard drive. So now I can play all of the DLC packs, which is like Operation Anchorage, The Pit, Broken Steel, Point Lookout, and Mothership Zeta. Next is Fallout New Vegas, and that is a fantastic game. I still like 3 the best. I gotta try to find my old copy of 1 and 2. I think I had Tactics also. Next is Elder Scrolls Oblivion, the Platinum Hits Edition. If you've played any of the Elder Scroll games, I've played every single one of them. This one's pretty good. Next is Skyrim, Elder Scrolls 5, and just like with Fallout, I could not really get all the DLC because I didn't have a big enough hard drive. So I've been recently going through all the DLC for this game, like Dawnguard and Dragonborn and Hearthfire. Next is Resident Evil 5, the Gold Edition. I just recently started playing this again. And 5 and 6, they're not my favorite Resident Evil games, but I still like them. They're still enjoyable to me. And Resident Evil 6 with the Walmart edition. It comes with character decals. It's a pretty good game. I'm currently on Chris's campaign, so I plan to play more of that when I can. Next is Batman Arkham Asylum Game of the Year edition, and I got this through a trade with Scott over at JHMDF. He was gracious enough to trade some things with me for it. And I beat it promptly, like one day after I got it from him. And it was a fantastic game. Glad to have it. And you can't have Arkham Asylum without Arkham City. And I got the Game of the Year edition as well. And there's Harley Quinn. Fantastic game. If you haven't given any of the new Batman games to try, definitely give them a try. They're well worth it. And here comes one of my favorite video game series, up to date, is the Mass Effect series. And here is Mass Effect 1. I'm always a big fan of Garrus and Rex. Next is Mass Effect 2. There you got Thane Krios right there, one of my favorites. Great game. And of course, Mass Effect 3. Yeah, of course, everybody hates the ending, but I still think overall, with all 3 games, it was a great experience. If you tend to disagree, you can put it in the comments and tell me what you think. And another thing I'm a sucker for is wrestling games. I've been a wrestling fan since the late 80s, so yeah, I'm old. And here is WWE 12. It's, I think, the last one put out by THQ. And one I just picked up on release date, WWE 2K14. And I switched it out. I got the Daniel Bryan on the front. Normally it comes with The Rock, but you can turn the cover. You got Hogan right there. A lot of fantastic wrestlers I grew up watching, like Ultimate Warrior, Andre, Big John Studd. Well, that is all I have to show off for my 360. Tell me what you think. If you any games you're interested in, I can go into depth with them, tell you more about them. But otherwise, this is Super Skull King 666. Have a good one.